portion of the Missouri Valley Conference men's basketball season is off and running here in the new year, and we're excited to talk to our Missouri Valley Conference basketball analyst here on the NBC Hoop Shootaround. My name is Derek Dockett, joined by Adam Emmenecker. Adam, how's it going in the new year?
Happy 2015, Derek. You know, actually, we got a little bit of snow here in Des Moines today, so it's really the first day. It's been cold. I think the high's in the single digits. Not a great start to 2015, but at least it's been warm on the court, right? Warm inside where we play the game of basketball. So it's been a good start to 2015.
Exactly. That's how it works out. Winter's here and basketball gets off and running, and obviously it's the conference portion of the season. But when we talk about the Missouri Valley Conference, we jump right into things here now. Early portion of the league, Missouri State, we don't get a chance to talk about them often, but right now they're sitting at 2-0 in the league. Marcus Marshall leading the way. What do you think about the Bears so far?
Yeah, how about that? They haven't even trailed an MVC opponent to this point during the season, sitting at 2-0. You know, they kind of struggled through the regular season a little bit, 6-6. Not great, not spectacular, but they battled. They had some pretty decent wins. I think one of the things about Missouri State is it's hard not to like their core. You talked about Marcus Marshall, Austin Reuter, Dorian Williams, and how those three complement each other. Each guy averages over 30 minutes per game. They're on the court pretty much the entire time. Reuter's that shooter that's really going to stretch the defense. Williams is a guy that's going to do the dirty work, really set up everybody else. And Marshall, he's a guy we talk about quite a bit. He's averaging 20 points a game. He's just that prolific scorer, kind of the do-all, do-everything for that team. They complement each other really well, and they play off each other really well. I think when you talk about Marcus Marshall, too, one of the things that's impressive is the improvement that he's shown over the last 3 years. 11 points per game as a sophomore, or a freshman, 14 as a sophomore, now up to 20 as a junior. He's really made great strides. That's exactly what you want to see as a coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, talk about making great strides. Evansville, everyone back this year, playing much improved basketball, and they get a big win in the early portion of the conference play. We're expecting to see a lot of those big upper division clashes. Evansville's already knocked off Northern Iowa so far in the conference season.
Right, and you know, Evansville early on in the non-conference wasn't getting a lot of credit, even though they were in the top 5 in field goal percentage and a lot of offensive efficiency stats, because they didn't have that great of a schedule. They really didn't have a great signature win. So they catch a little, okay, you know, we'll see how they come once conference starts. But they started conference off with a bang, winning against the 23rd ranked UNI Panthers. That's a great way to start for Marty Simmons and his bunch, and they did it with toughness and determination. You know, when your coach after the game says, in your first half you felt fortunate only to be down 10, and then you come back and win that game, that's really a testament to their character. And of course, you're going to see from a scoring perspective a healthy dose of DJ Ballantyne. He did it in that game, finishing with 17. But Dwayne Gibson coming off the bench with a few timely buckets. I think he finished with 7 points. That's really big for them to have another guy be able to step up and score the basketball when they need a bucket.
Absolutely. Missouri Valley Conference obviously all about role players finding their niche and getting it done when they need to get it done. And finally, we talk about getting it done. Loyola, much improved over last year, and they start off the season, the conference portion of the season, with win over Bradley the other day.
Yeah, you talked about Evansville having kind of all their players back. Loyola, very similar mold. Their core is really intact, and we talked about Missouri State and their three-headed monster of sorts. You have a similar bunch with these Loyola Ramblers. You have Christian Thomas, really good player, undersized 4, who does it with brains and brawn and just frustrates the heck out of his opponents. You have Devin Turk, who ended 2014 with a bang, moving into 2015, 19 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals for the junior marksman. It's really his proficiency from the outside that helps keep everyone else going. Even when he's not hitting shots, he's spacing the floor for guys like Milton Doyle to penetrate into the lane, dish down underneath to Christian Thomas to finish in the paint. It's really a great compliment for Porter Mosier and his group, the way they've improved, not only from a skill perspective, but from a mentality perspective. Loyola is just playing really smart basketball.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to Milton Doyle, actually, one of our one-on-one interview segments, playing really efficiently. He's got obviously a double-digit points per game average, but shooting well over 50% from the field and from 3. So Ramblers keep it up. Who knows what will happen for him?
Well, and how about Milton Doyle efficiency-wise? I make the same amount of shots if I'm Milton Doyle, and I take 4 shots less per game than last year. 4 shots less per game. Scoring average maybe has dipped a little bit, but that type of offensive efficiency, when you take 4 less shots, you make the same amount, and your assists are up. that means you're getting other people involved. You're an everything. You're an all-everything player for that team.
Absolutely. And it's going to be a crazy ride. We say it all the time. Much deeper league this year, and it'll be interesting to see what happens as we go down the stretch into the conference season and head into Arch Madness.
You know, the great thing, Derek, when conference season starts, you start over with a clean slate. So all these teams start with an 0-0 record. They have a chance to prove themselves. I think a great example of that, Drake coming in against Wichita State, coming into the Knapp Center in Des Moines. Drake starts the season 3-9. All of a sudden, they have Wichita State on the ropes and have a chance to win in the final few minutes.
Yeah.
Missouri State starts 6-6, only giving up in their first 2 games 43.5 points per game against conference opponents. So it's a small thing, but it's a restart of the season. This is what makes it so exciting.
Absolutely, absolutely. It'll be fun to see how it all unfolds as we go through the men's basketball conference season. Adam, thanks so much for your insight. We'll look forward to talking to you again real soon.
Talk to you soon. Thanks, Derek.